Hey everyone, welcome to Boosty Tutor. I'm Brandon, and well, this past weekend was the pre-release for Kaladesh, and that's pretty amazing. I hope you all had fun. I know I did. I got to do the midnight, and then crazily, I did the 5 o'clock the next day after working for 8 hours. So I don't have a problem. You have a problem. So the set is surprisingly and sealed was pretty fast. Maybe I just had a fast deck. I don't know, but there's like I had green black, tons of removal, just crazy. Synergies everywhere. Energy totally works. I thought it wouldn't. Totally works. Vehicles are super cool. Yeah, the set was just really fun. So, made a little video, as I usually do for my pre-releases. Just like tape a few things, get a feel of what a pre-release is like type of thing. This was the midnight one, so hope you enjoy. Kaladesh pre-release here at my local shop, the Arcane Lab in Merced. Had about 46 players, so not a bad turnout. It's already tired that night, but I love the midnight pre-releases. Everyone's like the most hyped then. Everyone's just like loves to see the new card, try out the new mechanics, and it's just the best time to play. Some training went on before. I got myself a nice little foil Doretti. Probably gonna go in my cube. Now it's time to open up our pre-release packs. Right, so they have this cool little mechanical thing to it. I don't know. But there's a stopper token and paradoxical outcome. 3 and a blue instant. Return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents to your hand. For each card returned this way, draw a card. This is a horrible card. It's just like you already had, why even bother doing this? So, what's better than 1 paradoxical outcome? Well, how about 2 paradoxical outcomes? Was not happy about this. I was like, well, there's 1 unplayable card and now I have 2 of them. So 2 rares, not going in my deck. Our next rare is, Bristling Hydra, 2 green for 4/3. When there's a battlefield, you get 3 energy, pay 3, it gets a 1/1 counter and has hexproof. Very good. Our next is Dynavolt Tower, 3. Whenever you cast instant sorcery, you get 2 energy, and then you pay 5 energy, and you do 3 damage to a creature player. Pretty good. Eliminate the competition, 4 and a black. As initial to cast it, you have to sacrifice a creature, and as many as you just sacrifice, you destroy those creatures. So, awesome. Blooming Marsh, it's the fast land for green and black, and considering my green black right now is pretty awesome for rares, probably going to be running it. Ooh, and there we go, Noxious Gearhulk, 4 black for a 5/4 with Menace, and when it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature, you gain that much life and its toughness. So, amazing card. So, here we have for my deck, Subtle Strike, 1 in the black, it's like do -1/-1 to target creature, and another creature of yours can get +1/+1 counter. It's amazing. Like, I at first didn't know it was a counter, and that was just until in a turn, but yeah, the counter is awesome. Die Young, that's the kill spell, basically. You get 2 energy for 1 in a black instant, and then you can pay any amount of energy to do -1/-1 to a creature. So, if you have a ton of energy, you can like destroy, I don't know, maybe a Gearhulk or something, right? Harness Lightning, basically the same thing. 1 in a red for a instant that gives you 3 energy, and then you pay an amount of energy to do that much damage to target creature. Thriving Rats, 1 in a black for a 1/2. When it's battlefield, you get 2 energy, and then when it attacks, you can pay 2 energy to put a 1/1 counter on it, so not too bad. Sky Skiff, 2 generic for a 2/3 vehicle with crew of 1. Amazing, just so good, did so much work. Next we have 2 The Hunt Operatives, 1 in a black for a 2/2, and if you control artifact, it gets +1/+0 and Death Touch. Surprisingly really good. Like, it was always a 3/2 with Death Touch, and people just do not want to block that, and they do not want to attack into it. Underhanded Designs, 1 in a black, this is that enchantment where whenever you cast an artifact spell, you can pay 1, and it drains the opponent for life, you gain life basically, and then you can pay 1 in a black, and if you control, I think it's 2 or 3 artifacts, you destroy target creature. So basically I had it in there for the kill spell, and I didn't really ever get to drain that much. Not a bad card, but you do need a lot of artifacts, and I don't know if I had quite enough, but I did get off a few times. Narnam Cobra, 2 generic for a 2/1, and pay 1 green, get Death Touch. Great blocker, kind of sat back, and people hated attacking into it, so pretty nice. Dynavolt Tower, 3 generic. When you cast Instant Sorcery, you get 2 energy, and you pay, I think it's 5 energy, and it does 3 damage to target creature or player. Never really got to get this to go off, but I mean, if you have a heavy energy deck, pretty awesome. It's just sits there and does damage eventually, hopefully. Live Fast, 2 and a black for a sorcery. You draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, get 2 energy. Card's so good, like it just does so much work. Unlicensed Disintegration, 1 black red. This is the destroy target creature, and if you control artifact, does 3 damage. Pretty much almost always gonna have an artifact in the set, so it's just so good. As you can see, I splashed red for that and the Heart's Lightning. At first I didn't know if that was a good idea, but it turned out to be a great idea because it's removal, and yeah, might as well. Thriving Rhino, 1 a green for a 2/3. When it enters battlefield, you get 2 energy. When it attacks, you pay 2 energy, 1/1 counter. Simple, clean, does a lot of work, he's good. Filigree Familiar, 3 generic for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life, and when it dies, you draw a card. This guy's so good. Like, he just sits there and can attack, and a lot of people don't want to kill it because they want you drawing that card, but Foundry Screecher, 2 and a black for a 2/1 flying, and it gets +1/+0 as long as you control artifact. He's fine. I think he's better in a more aggressive deck, and if he's always a 3/1, it's pretty good, but he can get blocked so easily and just die. So that's why he's a common, I guess. Hunt the Weak, 3 and a green. Target sorcery. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 counter, and then fights a creature you don't control. Green removal. Green really needs it. Doesn't have that much removal, and this is fine removal. Not the best, but I like that 1/1 counter, especially in this set. Bristling Hydra, 2 green. When it's battlefield, you get 3 energy, and you can pay 3 energy. It gets a +1/+1 counter and gets hexproof, and it's a 3/4, so pretty good. Here we go. Pima Outrider, 2 green for a 3/3. Okay, that's fine. Trample, ooh, that's good. Fabricate 1. So it's either a 4/4 trample for 4 mana, or a 3/3 trample that comes with a 1/1 for 4 mana. Either way, it's amazing, and it's a common. That is like the all-star of like most green decks in Limited, I'm guessing. Limit the competition, 4 and a black for a sorcery. This is as additional cost. You sacrifice as many creatures, and then you get to destroy that many creatures that you sacrifice, basically. So if you sacrifice 2 creatures, destroy two creatures. So not bad. A little high cost, and sorcery kind of sucks, but I don't know. I never really got to use it that much. I had it in my hand a few times, but I was just like, I don't want to get rid of my guys because I don't know, just didn't work out. Tidy Conclusion, 3 black, destroy target creature. You gain 1 life for each artifact you control. Instant. Okay, that one's pretty good. I like that. And then Auberback Stomper, 3 green for a 5/4 trample. And when it enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. This guy was so good. He was just like, they would hit me for a lot. I'd get down to 10 or something, play him, bam, back up to 15. There was like, really? And then I had this like awesome blocker. And then Noxious Gearhulk, 4 black for a 5/4 menace. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, you gain life equal to its toughness. Amazing card. Like, there's a reason it's a mythic, and just amazing. Problem is, never once got to play him. Kind of sucked, but yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you saw there, but this was my first game, and I mulled to 4. Yeah, that was not fun. Of course, I lost this game. Got him down to 7, though, so it wasn't too bad. My deck was surprisingly fast because of my 2-drops. I don't know if it's my deck or if this set is just super fast, but it just felt very aggressive. Creatures died a lot, it seemed like. Maybe that's because the toughness wasn't so high. Like, I noticed with Innistrad and Eldritch Moon and stuff, like, there were a lot of 4 toughness with, like, 2 power creatures and stuff. Just, like, stupid stuff where they just run into each other and nothing happens. It was really annoying. This set, things seem to just die. So I like that. That turtle didn't die. That was annoying. I eventually ended up winning the entire match here. And then second game, won that match. Third game, won that match. Went 3-0, undefeated. Pretty nice. The only problem with the midnight pre-release is that by 3 a.m., things get a little wonky. Is it paining? Is it boring? Yes, but also quite rewarding. When the games are slowing, the coffee will be flowing, and the anger will be growing, for the mana is not showing. Hey, do you want to split? I also ended up getting a couple of the Planeswalker decks, so I might do a little review of those later. And here's a masterpiece on open, Sad Robot, very nice. And prize packs, so let's see what we get. Dubious Challenge, don't know if that's going to be anything in standard, but not something good for limited. Europe per Orrery, totally seems like a commander card. Probably one of the ones you play, and hey, guys, I got this card, don't attack me. I like that Chief of the Foundries in this set, it's pretty sweet. Foil Hijack, that's cool looking. And then Master Tinkerer, I like that, another +1/+1 to Servos and Thopters, and you get to create your own. Damn. Really? Okay. Lathenu Hellion? Sure. I played against this guy. Not bad. 4/4 with haste. I mean, gets in it for a couple attacks and pretty good. Not really going to build a limited deck around it though. Cultivator's Caravan. That's the vehicle that lets you make any colored mana, and then if you can crew it, it's a 5/5. Pretty good. And that Cloud Blazer. Ooh, so good. Cultivator of Blades. Okay, so that's pretty much my experience for the pre-release. Had a ton of fun, like I said. Arcane Lab in Merced, that's my local shop. Love it there. The employee thing, great. Sadly, I got the Gear Hulk. That's about it. There were a few masterpieces open. Sadly, didn't get one. But the next day, I did play the 5 o'clock. Nothing too exciting happened, except this did happen. Yeah, that's right. It's turn 4, he has a Mana Cryptory out, and he just played a Noxious Gear Hulk. I have 3 lands, a Poor Little Fox, Sky Sift. Right? Like, he got a Masterpiece Mana Crypt, then he gets the Gear Hulk, and gets to play on turn 4. Crazy. It was just crazy. I had to record that part. So, big ups to him. I know he watches, and he was happy to play against me. Super awesome. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, booster_tutor, and see you next draft.